10 pets that ate their owners. There's nothing like the love between a pet and its owner, although some animals have committed catastrophic acts against their owner. Get ready, as you'll discover the dark side of that relationship. Number 1. Dogs on the attack. I never imagined that such a loyal friend like a dog would kill its owner. Andre, an Indonesian man, had the awful idea of going on vacation for 2 weeks while leaving his 9 dogs at home without food and water.
That's crazy.
Of course. So after returning from his trip, 7 of his dogs, since 2 of them had been eaten, attacked Andre and left his skull in the kitchen and his body in front of the house. Catastrophic. Number 2. Attacked by a Bengal tiger. For this kind of reason, a wild animal isn't good company. Cynthia Lee Gamble, 52, was raising a 500-pound Bengal tiger. Cynthia loved wild animals, as she had been devoted to these cats since 1992 and created the Center for Endangered Cats with her business partner, Craig Wagner.
You're crazy.
I agree, because she was attacked by her Bengal tiger. Apparently, one of the cage doors was left open, and the tiger took the opportunity to ambush her, thus killing her. They had to euthanize the tiger so the authorities could access Cynthia's remains. How sad. Number 3. Food for her cats. None of her neighbors noticed that Janet Veal was missing since she was a reclusive woman, so no one imagined the surprise that the authorities were about to find. Upon entering the house of the British lady, who lived alone, they found her body in the kitchen. But the most disturbing thing was that her cats were eating her.
Oh, how awful.
It surely is. Janet had been dead for almost 3 months, so the pets ate most of the corpse to survive. Number 4. Eaten by lizards. This is one of the most terrifying and bizarre cases of people being eaten by their pets.
What are you talking about?
About the case of Ronald Huff, a 42-year-old man who was devoured by his 7 Nile monitor lizards. His body was found in his apartment by the police. The exact cause of his death is still unknown, but the scene was horrific. His face, hands, and stomach were devoured. His blood had turned black, but his cheeks had been eaten off, and his molars were where his ears should be. It was a nightmare. Number 5. Sandra and her wolf dogs. Sandra Piovesen's pack, about 9 in total, consisted of hybrid wolf dogs aged between 7 and 8. She kept them as pets in a large rectangular cage in her backyard and gave them unconditional love. Unfortunately, they didn't return that love to Sandra since, all of a sudden, these half-wild animals fiercely attacked her. She was completely bitten and clawed and later dragged around the enclosure. Police discovered the body inside the cage, partially eaten. Number 6. Harry and Sally couldn't bear the hunger. This case is slightly different from the rest.
Why do you say that?
Because unlike others, Harry and Sally, 2 pug puppies, ate their owner out of necessity. This happened when their 51-year-old human committed suicide by shooting himself in the face. The authorities took 2 weeks to find the body, so the pups were left helpless and had to eat the brain, bits of the face, and torso of their deceased owner to survive. This gives me goosebumps. Number 7. Hungry cats. Cats may be adorable, but they still carry their predatory traits over from their larger siblings, like the lion or the Bengal tiger.
What do you mean?
When an animal is defenseless, it acts radically. This happened to Herbert Walden, 74, who died of a heart attack. Soon after, his 94-year-old mother, Jane, who was dependent on Herbert's care, died too. Since the authorities took a long time to find their bodies, their cats fed on them to survive. Number 8. Farmer eaten by pigs. Terry Vance Garner, an Oregon pig farmer, was feeding his animals like every night. Hours went by and his worried family went looking for him. Eventually, they came across his glasses and pieces of his body inside the pig enclosure. Really scary. It was unclear what happened, but there were 2 speculations: whether Garner had a heart attack and fell into the pig pen, or one of the pigs knocked him over to eat him. How gruesome. Number 9. The Feast of the Bull Terrier. This happened to a Liverpool resident whose identity was kept confidential and who disappeared for a few days. As he was missing, his acquaintances talked with the police. They discovered this person dead in his house. Interestingly enough, his dog called Buster, a bull terrier, was feasting away on the corpse that had been there for several days. The owner's cause of death remains unknown, but it's strange how pets feed on their dead owners after being abandoned. Do you think this act is justifiable? Let me know in the comments. It's time to show you not only one, but many animals who had a feast. Number 10. The Attack of the Black Widow. In 2004, police found something dreadful in the apartment of Mark Vogel. The corpse of this man was draped in spiderwebs while 200 spiders, snakes, and thousands of termites were feasting on him. It was like a horror movie. Authorities saw the tanks where Mark kept his pets were open, and they were crawling free around the house. Turns out all this was orchestrated by the Black Widow, called Bettina, who bit Mark first, causing his death. Reality can sometimes be quite cruel. But what about you? Do you think animals can be bad, or they just act on instinct? If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more content. Don't leave yet, I got more interesting videos for you. Click here or here. You won't regret it.